everyone, welcome back to Digitex YouTube channel. I'm here, Harvina, and today I'm not gonna be alone. I'm gonna be with my special guest. It is Mr. Yasin. He is the Director of Homeschool. Mr. Yasin, could you briefly introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you very much, Harvina, for having me here today in your podcast. Well, my name is Muhammad Yasin Alimi. I'm from Afghanistan, and I'm the Director of Homeschool, a school that was especially made for refugee children in Tangerine.
So today we're gonna talk about homeschool especially, and can you share a bit of your background, like what made you start homeschool?
Well, my background here in Indonesia is like I myself am a refugee from Afghanistan since 2014. So here in Indonesia there are a lot of refugee children and families who have not normally have access to education which was standard for them. So we thought I gathered some similar-minded people as myself to start a school. The reason was because we thought that we would like to do something in our capacity to help develop the new generation of our community. We didn't want them to be illiterate. We wanted to teach them and for them to have access to formal education, the same as everybody else. So the inspiration was providing free education for refugee children so that they could develop their skills as early as they could before they go to a third country. So they would have the basic education skills.
So, like, how did you start the school? You're starting the school with your community, right? And like, how did you start the school? What's the first step that you take?
Well, the first step is always this, everything when you want to start. It starts from an idea. I had a friend, a very good friend, with the name of Ali Rahimi. He and I, we discussed a lot about the problems that refugees faced in Indonesia. So one of the main issues that the refugees faced in Indonesia was that for the children not having access to education. So we said that let's start some institute, a school for the refugee children so that they wouldn't be on the street doing nothing, wasting their time. So the idea started from there. Then me and him trying different things. Then we gathered some sort of financial aids. Then we rented a place, and we gathered others, like-minded people like us who wanted to be part of our group. So we gathered other teachers, and then we introduced our school there to the refugee community, and the parents, and invited them to enroll their children. And we were welcomed very much by the community, and we were very happy to be serving our community and the children.
And when was it all started?
We started this in August 2021.
Okay, so it's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Okay, right now, how many teachers and students in homeschool?
Right now we have around 16 staff at homeschool, and we have around more than 80-90 students.
And could you tell me, like, what's the activities that the children doing in homeschool?
The activities they have in homeschool, they study the basic education. For example, math, science, English, arts. We have sports. Also, we have the Persian language as a part of the curriculum too, because most of the children are from Afghanistan. They speak Persian, Dari language. So it is our own obligation to be teaching them their mother tongue too.
So, like, right now, what kind of challenges that you guys face in homeschool right now?
Well, the most important challenge that we face has always been is like financial aids, because whenever we want to develop any sort of activity, especially at school, it requires a lot of fundings. So we always try to talk and work with different organizations who might want to donate financial aids to our school for continuing our activities, because the activities we do, for example, the school location, we need to rent a school, we need to pay for all the utility bills, we need to pay for all the things necessary for teaching, for example, materials, school materials, the classes, all the things that children need. So mostly it has been, the financial things that was one of the challenges. The other challenges that we had to face were like mostly because of the situation of refugees. So it's not a very stable situation. Some of the refugee children have had no access to education for a long time. So they did not have access to formal education for a long time. So their ages are not suitable for the grades that they're studying right now. For example, they're 9 or 10 years old, they get to 6, grade 1 or 2 to study from the beginning because they did not have access. They were here for a long time. So that is also one of the challenges. But we try to promote our education in a way that quickly they can develop their studies in a way that they can quickly reach higher level, high grades as soon as possible.
And right now, like, how do you overcome your challenges?
Overcoming the challenges, we always work together with the community. Actually, we have our own team of management and teachers and staff. We always have regular meetings to discuss our challenges, how to overcome them. But the financial things, like we mostly rely on outside help because our school is a sort of free tuition refugees, so we do not have income to that. So we only have hope, reliance on the outside sources. So we look everywhere through online organizations, NGOs who are working for charity or peace, to see if there are people who would like to donate fundings for our school. If we have fundings, we can do it better because running a school requires a lot of financial aid. For the teachings and other challenges, we always try to solve through our own communication between our own community, with parents' meetings, children, students, and with the teachers to overcome the internal challenges that we face. For example, how to teach them better if they have a specific child needs a special treatment or special care. So these sort of things are the challenges that we face and how to manage them. So we have to communicate well between the staff internally and also with the parents to work together to overcome these challenges.
So mostly you are really on like teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork is very essential. It's necessary.
And right now, I'm having the last question. Like, where do you see the school in the future? What are your hopes and dreams for Hope School?
Well, my inspiration from day one was always for the refugee children to have a bright future, the same opportunity as every other child in the world. Because it's true that due to some specific reasons, their parents had to leave the country, but it's not their fault for having the life of a refugee child. That's why we started this school. For the future, I hope that they get resettlement to go to a third country so that they can have a further education in those third countries. But as long as they're here, we hope that to be able to provide them to the best education we can provide them, so that they could have a very strong foundation before they go to maybe a third country, like USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or other countries. But again, hopefully, Hope School could be a very bright lantern, a bright light in the darkness that's enveloping the refugee community in Indonesia. So they could guide the children for a brighter future. And as long as we are needed, as long as there are demands for the education of refugee children, we are there to support them. So one day if we go, or if they go, then hopefully there will be other people to take over our place so that this can continue.
So I do hope Hope School can be a foundation that can help other children, especially children, refugees who live here, and it can help them to get better education and better life in the future.
Thank you very much, Haruna.
Thank you.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yasin, for your time. And thank you everyone for watching this content. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.